This morning's guided prayer is going to be from Psalms 108. I'm reading from the ESV translation, so if you want to read along, you can. My heart is steadfast, O God. I will sing and make melody with all my being. Awake, O harp and lyre. I will awake the dawn. I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the peoples. I will sing praises to you among the nations. For your steadfast love is great above the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the clouds. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. That your beloved ones may be delivered, give salvation by your right hand and answer me. This was a psalm of David. He was in distress and in the middle of a battle or a war. He was asking God for help to conquer his enemies. He was a king over eventually all Israel, and he had enemies that were, just ready to attack him. And yes, he probably was scared, unsure, but he praised God and he remembered God's goodness and his sovereignty. Though David was king over just Israel, he knew that God was the ultimate king over all. And David's enemies at the time this was written was Edom and I think Philistia. And those were his enemies, but he knew even though those were his enemies, they were ultimately God's enemies. We don't have to be afraid to go to God and to come to him in our trouble. In fact, I think it should be our first response to give God praise and ask him for help. In our uncertainty, we can be confident in God's strength and sovereignty, just as David was. Let me lead you into prayer. Lord, there are always circumstances where we may be in distress and worried and uncertain and unsure. We might not have nations coming against us, but as David was, but there's things in our lives, maybe friends, family slandering us, just doubts in our minds, lies, just things that are making us feel so worthless and not valued. But I'm going to choose to stay strong in you. I know you are God, and I'm confident you're working out everything for my good and your glory. And Lord, if there is any inch in me that is loose, uncertain, or shaky, help me solidify my faith in you. David said, I will sing and make melody with all my being. With all my heart, Lord, let me worship you. Let every emotion and all my thoughts be directed towards you. Help me worship you with all of my talents, all of my gifts, all of my skills. Help me do that all the days of my life, even when trouble comes. In his psalm, Lord, he said, I will awake the dawn. Lord, that's what I want to do. I want to give you the choicest part of my day. I want to wake up giving you praise. I want to wake up giving you thanks. I don't want to wake up taking you for granted, like I don't know who you are or who I am in you. Help me do that. He says, I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the peoples. I will sing praises to you among the nations. I can't I can hide who I vote for, Lord. I can hide what shows I like watching or weird music I like listening to. I can hide what embarrasses me, but I won't hide you. I don't want to be afraid to show the person my foundation is in. I won't be afraid to show it or express it. I won't be ashamed of knowing you and being saved by you. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me and the best thing in this world. I don't want to be afraid to share that, Lord. Let all who know me and see me know that I rest in you and that you are my God. For your steadfast love is great above the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the clouds. Your love is steadfast. In fact, it's beyond this world. There is no measuring system on earth that could ever measure how much love and grace and mercy you pour over us. Though your love is so great, help me grasp enough to understand just how much you love me. May I not take it for granted. May I be aware of your might and your grace every day. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let your glory be over all the earth. Lord, your glory is beyond us. There could be no praise, no sacrifice, no offering great enough to bless you. Yet you accept what little we could give. Hallowed be thy name in all we do. May your name be greatly honored and revered. That your beloved ones may be delivered. Give salvation by your right hand and answer me. We may be temporarily overcome. What's before us seems difficult, but we can count on you to see a victory. I thank you that in my distress, I can call on you, and you grant me the peace and the assurance that you have overcome the world.